I don't want a boring life with you, she said, so I ghosted. Now she's begging me from her mom's basement. Hey viewers, before we move on to the video, please make sure to subscribe to the channel and hit the like button if you want to see more stories like this. Thanks. You're like a human weighted blanket, she said, swirling her wine like this was some deep revelation. Comfortable. Safe. But I don't want safe anymore. I set my fork down carefully. Across our tiny apartment dinner table, Naomi was doing that thing she did when she'd rehearsed a speech. Chin tilted up, fingers tapping her glass. Like she was waiting for applause. Okay, I said. Her eyebrow twitched. Okay, that's all you have to say. I shrugged. You've clearly been thinking about this a while. 3 nights earlier, I'd seen the texts. Left her phone unlocked on the couch when she went to shower. Unknown. Jet, still with Mr. Predictable? LOL, Naomi. Ugh, don't remind me. Meet me at the bar Thursday. I'd closed the app. Made her coffee the next morning like nothing happened. Now, she leaned forward, bracelets clinking. Alex, when was the last time you felt anything? You just go through the motions. Work, dinner, sleep. Repeat. The irony? I'd skipped my best friend's bachelor party last month because she'd needed me during her work crisis. So that's it. I asked. You're leaving? She exhaled, relieved I'd finally given her the cue. Yeah, I met someone who actually lives, you know? Jet's a musician, he sees me. You just exist next to me. I nodded slowly. Jet, the guy whose album is 3 SoundCloud tracks and an unpaid bar tab. Her face flushed. God, this is why I'm leaving. You judge everything. Then, her phone lit up. Jet, you telling him tonight, or what? My Van's warm smirking face, she snatched it up, but not fast enough. Ah, I said. Van life. Very spontaneous. Naomi stood so fast her chair screeched. I'll get my stuff tomorrow. Take it now, I said, and tossed her the duffel bag she'd accidentally packed last week. As she slammed the door, my phone buzzed. Mutual friend, dude. She just posted you on her story. I opened Instagram. There I was, blurred in the background of her selfie, face unreadable. Caption, when you finally ditch the human snooze button victory hand #NewEra, I screenshotted it. Not because it hurt, but because one day, she'd want to pretend this never happened. And I'd remember. Naomi left expecting me to crumble, to beg, to cry, to chase after her. I didn't. The morning after she walked out, I woke up early, made coffee, and started erasing her from my life. Methodical. No theatrics. I boxed up the shit she left behind. Her overpriced skincare, the tacky live laugh love decor she insisted we keep, the half-used candles that smelled like a Bath and Body Works threw up. I didn't burn them. Didn't smash them. Just taped the box shut and left it by the door. She texted me 3 days later. I need my black boots. Can you drop them off? No apology. No, how are you holding up? Just entitlement, like I was still her personal assistant. I read it. Didn't reply. A week later, my landlord called. You breaking the lease, or what? Yeah, I said. I'll be out by the end of the month. I didn't tell Naomi. Let her find out when her key stopped working. I canceled our shared subscriptions, Netflix, Spotify, even the goddamn meal kit delivery she never cooked. Changed the Wi-Fi password to something she'd never guess. Small victories. Her mom called me 2 weeks in, voice all syrup and fake concern. Alex, honey, she's not doing well. That Jet boy isn't what she thought. Maybe if you just... No, I said, and hung up. Meanwhile, my boss slid a folder across his desk. Lisbon office needs someone. You interested? I didn't hesitate. When do I leave? The night before my flight, I scrolled past Naomi's latest Instagram post, her and Jet, bathed in some shitty bar's neon light, her caption screaming, when you finally start living. I screenshotted it. Not because it hurt, because one day, she'd try to rewrite history, and I'd have receipts. I shut off my phone, grabbed my suitcase, and walked out. No dramatic last look. No nostalgia. Just gone. Let her figure it out. 6 months later, I was drinking espresso at a cafe in Lisbon when my phone buzzed. A message from Derek, one of the few mutual friends who hadn't picked sides. You're not gonna believe this shit. Naomi's living with her parents again. I stared at the message, then out at the sun-drenched plaza where locals chatted over morning coffees. My life now. Derek sent a screenshot from Naomi's private Instagram story. A blurry selfie, eyes puffy, captioned, "When you realize not everyone deserves your light." I snorted. The comments were turned off. Derek kept typing. Asterisk, Jet bailed after 3 months. Took her investment in his music career and ghosted. She got fired from the boutique for no-call no-shows. Now she's back in her childhood bedroom posting sad quotes. Asterisk, I sipped my coffee. The barista, a smiling Portuguese woman who'd started remembering my order, refilled it without asking. Wild, I typed back. Then, because Derek was decent, "How's your sister's bakery doing?" I didn't ask for details. Didn't need them. But the universe delivered anyway. Naomi's unraveling became public spectacle. Exhibit A, a since-deleted tweet from Jet's account. "Some y'all be funding dreams then call it theft lol. Hashtag hustle." Exhibit B, a mutual friend drunkenly DM'd me screenshots of Naomi's group chat meltdown. He took $3,000 for studio time and blocked me. Exhibit C, her LinkedIn quietly updated from creative visionary at self-employed back to retail associate at a mall kiosk. The irony wasn't lost on me. The woman who'd called me predictable was now clocking into cell phone cases at the same strip mall she'd mocked for years. Meanwhile, my Lisbon project got extended. I'd learned enough Portuguese to order dinner without pointing. Found a gym where no one knew my past. Started seeing Clara, an architect who laughed at my jokes and never once called me safe. One night, as I tucked my phone away after a date, it buzzed. An unknown number. "Alex, it's me. I know you're overseas. Can we talk?" Just once. I deleted the message. Turned off my notifications. Outside my apartment window, the tram bells rang through the warm night. Somewhere across the ocean, Naomi was probably staring at her ceiling, scrolling through my blank socials, wondering how Mr. Boring had vanished so completely. Let her wonder. The messages started slow at first. First attempt, 3:14 a.m., unknown number. "Hey, I know it's late. I just miss you sometimes." I stared at the screen, halfway through a pastel de nata at my favorite cafe. The Portuguese custard tart was still warm, the sugar crisp on my tongue. I wiped my fingers and blocked the number. Second attempt, Facebook message, 2 weeks later. "Alex, please. I know you're seeing these. Jet was a mistake. I think about you every day." I archived it unread. By the third attempt, she'd upgraded to emotional warfare. Voicemail, 11:47 p.m. Her mom's house number. "I get it. Okay? You won. Are you happy now? You got your stupid revenge." I'm a shaky breath. "I'm at rock bottom, Alex. And you won't even pick up the phone." I saved the voicemail. Not out of sentiment, but because the sheer audacity of framing her consequences as my revenge was almost impressive. Clara, tracing patterns on my shoulder in the Lisbon moonlight, murmured, "Who keeps calling?" "No one important," I said, turning my phone face down. Then came the nuclear option. Email, subject line, "Urgent, I'm pregnant." I laughed out loud. A tourist at the next cafe table glanced over. I showed the email to Clara, who took one look and deadpanned. The dates don't even add up. Naomi had forgotten I could do math. 6 months since our breakup. Since Jet's disappearance. Either she was claiming an immaculate conception, or follow-up email 3 minutes later. "Okay, fine, it's not yours, but I need help. You were always the responsible one. Please, Alex, I have nowhere else to." I hit delete. Then permanently filtered her emails to trash. That night, over sardines grilled at a hole-in-wall Tosca, Clara asked if I'd ever respond. "Nope," I said, squeezing lemon over crispy skin. Some fires don't deserve oxygen. Her last attempt came via Derek. "Dude, she showed up at the gym asking about you. Crying. Said she'll fly to Lisbon. Might be a good time to change your Insta handle." I didn't. Let her search. Let her see the geotagged photos of Clara and me hiking Sintra's cliffs. Let her realize the man she'd called boring was now living in Technicolor, while she scrolled from a twin bed in her parents' basement. The ultimate revenge wasn't blocking her. It was letting her watch me not care. I didn't see her at the airport. That's what made it worse. She'd flown to Lisbon without knowing which neighborhood I lived in, without even checking if I'd be at the arrivals terminal. Just showed up like some romantic comedy reject, clutching a Starbucks cup like a security blanket. Derek sent me the video. Naomi, voice shaking, filming herself. "I'm here. At your new city. I just need to see you. 5 minutes. Asterisk the camera panned to show airport signs in Portuguese. Her nails were bitten raw. I didn't respond. We finally crossed paths 3 days later at Mercado de Ribeira. I was debating between bacalhau croquettes when I heard the gasp. Alex. Naomi stood frozen by the wine bar, oversized sunglasses hiding what I knew would be dark circles. Her hair, once always perfectly highlighted, had grown out into a messy ombre. She clutched a tourist map like a lifeline. You live here now? She whispered. Clara chose that moment to return from the bathroom, slipping her hand into mine. Qley, she asked lightly. Naomi's face did something complicated. No one, I said in Portuguese, guiding Clara toward the seafood counter. She followed. Of course she followed. I flew across an ocean to talk to you. Naomi hissed, grabbing my elbow. I turned slowly. Let my gaze travel from her chipped manicure to the Starbucks cup, still trembling in her hand. The same order she'd made me fetch every Sunday for 4 years. You shouldn't have, I said. For the first time, Naomi truly looked at me, at my sun-kissed skin, at Clara's effortless grip on my arm, at the way the vendors greeted me by name. Her lips parted. You're happy, she accused. I didn't smile, didn't gloat, just shrugged and said what she'd once screamed at me during a fight. Turns out life's better when you're not dragging dead weight. Then I ordered 2 glasses of Vinho Verde in perfect Portuguese and didn't look back. Derek's last update came 6 months later. She's engaged to some finance bro posts #blessed every day. Still checks your LinkedIn weekly. I deleted the message. Outside my apartment window, the tram bells chimed. Clara laughed at something on her phone. The scent of grilled sardines drifted up from the street below. Somewhere across the ocean, Naomi was still chasing the life I'd built. And I'd already forgotten her name. Thanks for watching. Make sure to subscribe to the channel and hit the like button. What do you think about this story? Share it in the comments.